Hi everyone, let's learn about RACI matrix today. A RACI matrix is an effective way to define the roles and responsibilities of various stakeholders towards achieving a common goal. It brings a clarity to the roles people play within a project, business process, or a change initiative. There are many ways to clarify the roles and responsibilities. Some prefer to use hierarchical structure while others prefer to use a matrix style format such as RACI matrix. So here we can conclude this video by showing one or two slides simply. This is how RACI matrix and this is how it helps to prepare SOP and all that. But still, I would like to give more information and I would like to have complete thorough information on all this. This will also help you in the process analysis and few other scenarios of project management. Let's look at what is RACI matrix. A RACI matrix is a grid of activities mapped against the responsible, accountable, consulted, and informed stakeholders. Its core purpose is to create clarity across roles. When we come to objectives, RACI is there to clarify their individual team and organizational roles and responsibilities. This will also help to identify, clarify their personal accountabilities. Also, this will help to reduce misunderstandings between colleagues during the project. Let's look at why we need to use RACI and what are the benefits. In today's complex and project based workplace, it's crucial to have a clear understanding of how individuals should collaborate with each other within an organization that is highly matrixed and interconnected. A RACI matrix gives you a better way to describe your multi project work and how to deliver together effectively. What does RACI mean? So let's define the term RACI. So R stands for the person or position responsible for doing the activity. A stands for accountable, the person or position accountable to ensure the activity happens. If things go wrong, it is their head on the chopping block. C stands for consulted, the person or position who should be consulted prior to a decision or action being taken. I stands for informed, the person or position that needs to be informed after completion of the task or decision is made. Before preparing RACI matrix, let's have few information handy so that we can well prepare the project, so that the output or the outcome of the activity would suffice the requirement of the project. So the first one, choose an activity for your chart. In this, we need to determine the activity that we need to look at. You can also apply a RACI matrix for both broader or a very specific issue. Example, if you want to create a RACI for the complete product launch process or just a part of that. Each will give you a very different charts. Actually, we can do both. The second one, list activities, tasks or steps involved. So we need to identify what are the activities that are involved in this particular process. This is where a RACI matrix has similarities to project planning. You need to think through all the different steps in the activity or decision making process. Define key stakeholders. So, who are the key stakeholders? This is where a RACI matrix is similar to a stakeholder analysis. Who needs to be involved? Who thinks they should be involved? For a complicated project or a program, we should make sure you brainstorm as a group during this step to reach an agreement as a collective. Decide if you want the chart as is or to be. We need to decide, are we going to chart this as is the way it is working today or will be the way it should be working in the future? Sometimes the answer is obvious. If you're doing a plan for the future, you're charting future roles. Keep in mind, it's also possible to chart the as-is situation to learn more about how a system or a process is working today. Next point, negotiate how you see the roles and how others see them. You will quickly learn how people's perception differ from each other. You will also likely discover a better way of working. The aim of this step is to reach a common understanding of how it is now and how it will be in the future, depending on the fourth step that we choose. Do a vertical analysis looking at the stakeholders and their respective responsibilities. Are there too many hours? Can the functional role stay on top of so much stuff? Can the decision or the activity be broken into smaller or more manageable tasks? Does someone have no hours or A's? Should this role be eliminated or shifted? Have processes changed to a point where resources should be redistributed? Are there too many A's? Does a proper preparation of duties exist? Should others groups be accountable for some of these activities to ensure proper checks and balances? Is this a roadblock in the process? And is everyone waiting for decision or direction as a result? Is there an empty space? Consider who you need to add. So these are all the things we can look at it from the vertical analysis. When we look at horizontal analysis, we are looking at activities and the stakeholders playing role. Are there no hours? Is the job really getting done? Why there is no leader? Too many hours? This is likely a sign of too many cooks or a round robin of passing the buck. Too many A's? Is there a confusion? Is there or will there be a potential conflict because every person within a different view of its how it should be done? Too many C's? Do all the roles really need to be consulted? Too many I's? Do all the roles need to be regularly informed or only in certain circumstances? So these are all the questions we will have in mind. So when we have clarity on all of these, the points that we discussed under each of this vertical and horizontal analysis, that would give us a lot more clarity on this planning. And this is just an example of the RACI matrix that we have for today. Before before I conclude this video, I would like to highlight few points. It should be dealt with as a live document during the complete project's lifetime. It can be linked with other project management tools such as the power or interest matrix. It is recommended that each activity receives only one of the RASI categories except in the case of small project. Last but not the least, a variation is the RASI matrix where S refers to the support category in terms of providing the necessary resources and other forms of support during the project or process. Today, in this video, we've learned RASI matrix. Hope you have more clarity. Thanks and write to me for any queries.